little Earl Grey tea this morning. Now we can get started. Good morning, friends. Starting a new morning attention candle also today. Hope everyone is having a beautiful day. Did have someone ask me how I felt about shamanism, and you hear people kind of argue that women couldn't be shamans or shouldn't be, certain people shouldn't be going down that path, clothes practice and things like that. So my thoughts on women and shamanism. So let's talk a little bit about what a shaman is. A shaman is a person who acts as that bridge between the physical and the spiritual world. They can heal, they can induce trance, they do medicines, those type of things, depending on which culture. The name itself really literally means one who knows and one who sees. So I will tell you this story. Around 1934, it was discovered in Germany at a burial site. About a 6,000-year-old, they found remains, was first identified as a male. Turned out it was a woman, and she was buried with such ritualistic gifts and things. They determined that she was a shaman. She was such an important person to this community just by what they found, that she was definitely a shaman, very important to that community. They also found a very rare abnormal defect in her skull that would cause nystagmus. I may be pronouncing that wrong, but it would cause like the eyes to do this roll back and jittery movements. So it could look like she was in a trance-like state just from that condition alone. She was also be found buried with an infant. The infant was not her son, but a very distant relative. They are still studying the infant because they have no idea why the infant was buried with her. And yeah, you can always look up it's the Bad Dürrenberg, again, my southern accent if I pronounce that wrong, in Germany, shaman. Look that up if you want more information on who she was and how she lived. So yes, I do think women were spiritual leaders, were shaman in all these cultures. Do I think over the years the role of women has gotten diminished some in what we play in spirituality? I do. So to answer that question, yes, I think women can be shaman. I think throughout history they have been shaman, and that is my opinion on it. You want to hear more examples? Around 12,000 BCE in Israel, there was an elderly disabled woman. They found her buried with unusual parts of animals like tortoiseshell, crane wings, all the things that represent that high spiritual status in the community. She is one of the, I think maybe the first documented burial they found of the shaman. In parts of Siberia, the female shaman was considered to have more potency in her spirituality than her male counterparts were. And in China, the female shaman was recognized. She was a rainbringer, a healer. So in all these other cultures, women were recognized to hold these high spiritual status in the community. As always, guys, thanks for joining me. I hope you all have a beautiful day, and I'm sure I will talk to you soon.